TimberBorn, and let's try and fix this not quite working thing. So I've done, pause time actually, done some testing, and I have a couple of solutions that work. We'll talk about what didn't work. So these are quite deep. I tried making them shallower. That didn't work. Which kind of makes sense because the problem is volume of water, I think. So what I'm trying to do all the way back up here is to compress the water into a narrow space so that it goes fast. I'm not sure if this is producing too much water for the area or the volume we have to compress it into. I'm not an expert in TimberBorn water physics, but there is definitely too much water coming down here to then be contained by these two. So I tried making it shallower. That didn't work. I tried having it so the water came down here and then went down both of these and came out through here. That also didn't work. I tried making this much longer, so it ran all the way along here and then back. That didn't work. What I did try, which did work, is opening this up and allowing some of the excess out. That means we're not maximizing the potential, but we are getting a really good result. The other thing that I did in my testing, I spent quite a long time and I got hooked and played quite a bit, is making a gap here and taking some water out of here to irrigate all of this area and terraforming all of this up to be level and making a big farm up here. So we might be doing that. I had said I would stop this at 20 episodes, but I've got a whole load of projects that I want to try and do properly. So I did a whole load of cheaty stuff basically, and I want to see if they're possible. So I created a rather large farm district up here. It was a separate district, and I created an extended industrial district up here. And I also need to solve the water problem, the water supply problem. So we're going to try and tackle a whole bunch of those things in however many videos it takes. So let's start by fixing this. And we've got so many ways to get across here. This bridge is totally unnecessary, but what we're going to do is delete the 2 bits of path there and start dynamiting this out. We will also make sure that we are dynamiting these areas out, because I do want to make this bigger. There was another project that I did as well. I'm not sure now whether we will be able to get to that one, but we'll see. That can go. That can go. I think they can get to there, so they can go. There is still a whole lot of dynamite to do. Yeah, the other thing that I have played with is capturing the water from here. So blocking this off and bringing it in through here. That means this reservoir fills quicker, and bringing it down here. Because this is dry, because obviously there's not enough water. So this has dried out as well. So kind of an issue. The other thing, actually, let's just check on this dynamite up here, is that I realized that we do not have complete coverage of our mangrove swamp. So we have a not lumberjack, gather a flag, which only covers out to here and is not actually being effective enough to get all of them. So what I want to do is we are going to delete that I'm going to put a staircase in there. Let's make that high priority. And we're then going to put in some platforms and some more gatherer flags. Because I've been kind of low on mangroves and I was going to set up somewhere to grow more. I realized that actually we have loads. We're just not harvesting them efficiently. So we're going to fix that. Make all of that high priority. So that it gets done. Otherwise we'll be waiting ages with placing dynamite and stuff. And that should help sort some of that. Get back over here. Make that high priority again. So you'll start to see, if I put water back on, that eventually it will get so that this is not overflowing and the water's running around like it should. And it sorts out this issue as well where it's backed up. So, and then I'll put floodgates in here so we can control it. So this is, we're going to do advanced when drought ends. It's going to be set to 6.5. When drought starts, it's going to be at maximum. And I think this one I was running about something like that. Speed up the time a little bit. So I want to focus on getting this working and then we'll start looking at some of those other projects. We could actually, this is an idea that's just occurred to me that I wasn't using before. No, we can't. I was going to say we could put some water pumps in there, but they won't fit. Ignore that idea. That was done. Come on. There we go. One. There's the other. Finally. So yeah, I'm going to focus on getting this working and then we'll sort out some other bits and pieces that need to be addressed. One more level. And then we'll put some 3 high gates in there. We can actually delete a bunch of this path because we have so many ways of getting across here. Actually, let's just leave it until we've placed it. We've got this way, we've got this way. We don't need this way. But you'll start to see that this starts to behave. See, the flooding has already eased up here. So yeah, it's wasting power, but in the end, it's going to work better. Come on. Go check over here. Keep all of this going. I need to build a lot more water pumps, but I can't. I did this differently. And I'm going to tackle it that way. I think it was quicker. Placed, yep. So this should resolve the issue. Yeah, there we go. Then what we do is we put in some 3 high floodgates. There we go. And I think I had those set to about 1.5. And you should start to see this all start to flow properly. There we go. So these wheels are generating, wow, 700-800 horsepower. These are 300, so not as good, but you know, better than it was. And then what we do is we do advanced. We link to this. The low, when it's low, we set it to 1.5. and then when there's water there, we set it to 0. And that should now work. We need to push these up a bit to get a bit more water in there. But I don't remember exactly how I had all of the gates there, but we'll get there and we'll get it working so that it's flowing nicely. You can see this is all a lot better. It's got none of the backflow issues, and once I get the depth right, we'll be good. You can see at the moment we are not. There we go. Set that to 5. Don't want to get to the moment we're not actually letting any water out of here. So it's a bit of a balancing act getting it set up, but it's set up. It's actually pretty good. So yeah, and you can see these are rising now. So hopefully that's okay. We've got a little bit of overspill here, but it generally seems to be working okay. So this one a little bit slow, but these, yeah, I guess that's where there's water coming through there. So maybe we will adjust this one a bit and let that down. We don't want water coming in this bit basically. So at the moment, those wheels are not behaving as I want. We'll get it set up. Almost wondering if that's too low. Why are we not attached to... Have I done that one? I'm done. We don't want that one. We don't need any control. We just have set to 0. It's this one. Advanced. There. There. So low threshold. So when that's 0, that's at 1.5. When that's got water at it, it's 0. Let's try that. These can go actually. So, they don't serve any purpose. There we go. That's it. Tiny bit of water is okay, but we want most of it going around there. Right. Next job, terraforming. We'll come back and keep an eye on that, but hopefully it's going to be okay. Can I actually, yeah. I need to terraform those, and then we're going to put a terraforming station there. And then we're going to start terraforming all of this. We've got a drought coming already, and we really haven't sorted our water situation. So that's not great. That is not great. What can we do to help? There. There. Yep. There. 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 Pretty sure this is what I did before. It may be another rocky drought. We will see. This is all working. Awesome. Yeah, when I did this before, I dropped this down a level. But I think actually what we'll do is we'll terraform up the whole way. So this is going to take quite a long time, obviously. And we'll do it in bits. Rather than trying to do it all in one go. But and yeah, so when I did this before, I made it into a separate farming district. But for now, we will let them get all of that placed. I guess actually we don't need to let them get all of that placed because we're going to come along here, we're going to go through here, we're going to detonate that. Then I guess the issue is if I don't place those, they can struggle to get around. We're going to at least cut down on how much dynamiting we have to do. The idea being that we dynamite a irrigation channel along here. So yeah, that's all behaving pretty nicely. That should be up at 6.5. Getting that built. See if that can be dynamited. That can be dynamited. I think we'll go one more. And I think we need to start thinking about getting this blocked off as well. So we want to put a staircase there. And we're going to levy across here. Probably close. And out of there. It's only going to... I did this 2 different ways before, and the second way used a lot more resources. So I think we're going to go for the slightly less resource intense method here because I can't cheat it in. And we're going to run a path along to here, and we are going to block off across here. So probably going to need to build some scaffolding, but that's a start. If we put a storage large pile, is only temporary, but if we put a log pile there, set that to 10, and hopefully they'll fill that with logs and the workers won't have so far to travel. Right. How are we doing over here? We are working at least. Right. How's this one doing? So what I really remembered for this one is that it's completely needs to import gears and logs. Which we were not doing. Logs it's doing as needed, so that's okay. And what I wanted to do was put in a another smelter, because we have big excess of scrap metal that it's much more efficient if we export it as processed metal, was my thought. We have a lot of metal stored, so we should probably start working on importing that. I will do that. Let's just check this district. This district has a lot of metal, but we really have not resolved our water issue this time around. So, as you can see, because these are all dried out, can I force more water into here? Not really. Right, let's detonate that and then fill this with ladders. Then we can do it this way. Yeah, so this is full of logs now, so these guys can get their logs from down here. We are going to be able to build that one, but we are then going to need to put in a scaffold with a ladder. Let's do that. Hopefully I put the ladder the right way around. Can't remember how high I needed to build that, but what that does, what I'm going to do is bring water along here into here. So, yep. We're up to 1,000 drinking water, that's good. Are the terraformers actually working? Too far from district, so okay. Let's put a path in, shall we? Oh no. Let's use ladders because we have them. There we go. Now let's prioritize those. At some point we will have a chat about the extra mods that I've added in. Paths. Let's just run a path along there, there, and in there, and in there, and in there, and in there. Hopefully that will allow them to, because we've got a lot of dirt stored. We should probably build some more dirt storage. Go on top there. And we'll go around there. Not the most efficient way of doing it again, but it will function. So the nice thing is that when these jump up, when the drought starts, they will retain quite a bit of water for these to pump out, although they don't actually seem to be pumping, which is kind of weird. Let's put a medium water tank here so that they don't have as far to go to empty them into water storage. We have 78 beavers not doing anything. Wow. We have 10 robots, so we should definitely build another landscaping thing temporarily. And we should build a lot more builders huts, which we need space to do. Right, where do we have? No, that's going to be farm. No, let's builders hut. there. Maximize. And if we put path along the back here, we can put in a few more. And as I said before, we'll get rid of these once we don't need them. There we go. That's going to use a few more builders up, or a few more beavers up for building stuff. They have put that in, so we go metalwork. Mine, smoke. So we need to move the path slightly. Yes, it's ugly, but it works. And I also want to put in some more storage for scrap metal, because the scrap metal storage is full, and that means the mine is not working, which we do not want. So power wise, we are pretty good, but we can now look at the other thing that I have added. So I have added in the flywheels mod. This is really cool. I have had to play with it, and it's just really cool. We're going to unlock the large est one. Wow, that's big. Looks like its power input is on the top. Large horizontal, large vertical. We do not have enough science to unlock that, annoyingly. We might end up going for that. We might have to detonate and sink it into the ground. That's probably a really good idea. I think they're 5 by 5. 3, 4, 5. Let's just check. Power. So this is an idea pretty much copied from JC the Beard, who I talk about a fair bit for TimberBorn stuff, but that looks like, is it 6? It might be 6 actually. No, it looks like it's 5 by 5. So let's just put a path down there, and that'll let us store ridiculous amounts of power. I should probably... Oh no, they've built all of those already, so that's cool. Awesome. So food-wise, I have added in the packing plant mod. What that lets us do is take the individual food items and turn them into a single item, which is much easier to then distribute. So we're going to put one of those in, and I think I'm going to put it in here. So if I go into food and packing plant, it will fit there. Hopefully I can put power in the side. So if I demolish all of that, it should let me do that. And yeah, we can just now start filling this area with dynamite. We've got another water pump up, and as we clear this off, we'll build more. And once we've got this all cleared out, we'll build more as well. And they have started building this land in, which is cool. So we can detonate that. We can delete that piece of path. We're going to detonate all of that. And we need to eventually detonate. So we probably need some path. There we go. Awesome. And you should be able to see now with the drought in that this has gone up, and there's quite a bit of water stored in here to pump out. So I'm going to switch these to bots, so we have some spare. I'm going to put that to supply, which means it should be used to fill other warehouses. So hopefully these guys can take it to here, and then the rest will distribute it. That's kind of the hope. The builders will hopefully get to that soon. They are nearly grown, so I'm going to let those keep growing. The other thing that I want to do is detonate this down to one level, and then we're going to start farming here as well, because one of the things we are short of is farmland. So hopefully, yep, they can get to that. So that will make this plateau one level. We might need to cut some irrigation in, but that will then give us another new area of farmland. I also want to, so much dynamite I want to get done. Let's put ladders there. Let's cut some of this out as well. I'm going to place it, and then as they get to it, they get to it. Kind of my view. So these are not urgent jobs, but they will be useful. Do that, and yeah, that's what I did. So on trees, we're going to unplant along here, and then once that's cut out, we are going to build some water pumps in here to this area, hopefully ready for the next wet season. Awesome, that's placed. So we're going to detonate those. We're going to put the next level into there. We need to delete this and that. And put just going to put a levee in there rather than using ground, because then the builders can do that, which is potentially quicker. Can I squeeze? I can squeeze one there. So let's do that. Escaping. These will be deleted once this big terraforming job is done, which is obviously ridiculous because we're going to run all the way along here. We need to mark all of these for cutting and put a lumberjack flag there. Those cut down, and let's place more of these. There we go. Keep them working. This is kind of a long-term project to get that done, but that gives another massive farm land. This is going to be farm, so actually what we could do is put in the new farmhouses, and I'm not sure what food we need to grow. Oh, cool. This at least got hydrated, which is good. How are we doing over here? This is built up to that level, so a mod which tells you what level you're at. I wish I had that installed. I'm going to leave that at that level, so that will bring water. Let's count how many blocks we are below. So we're basically at that level. So it gets us to there, so we need to go at least one higher. So 1, 2, there. No, not there. I come across here. There we go. That should get us up to this level, which will bring water through here and then into here. Through this, I am going to delete that, and put that there, so the water can flow more freely. If I, all right, yep, that's right. And that'll bring water down into here. Which will be cool. Oh wow, they've missed some. Place that very quickly, so now we can delete. I guess because I'm using different jobs to do different things, because the beavers that build are not the beavers that do the land terraforming, so that's probably why. And it's bots that terraform, so they're all growing still. That going. So do we tackle this? So what we want to do is be able to get across here. So this is the start of the next phase of Insane project. Which is to, you can do that right, power shaft, yep, that, and then that. And what we're going to do is put stairs there for now, but this is going to be for transferring power eventually. Across to a new district. Which is going to make use of the land that's over here. Let's start with that. We have so many builders that I think we should probably be doing that. They're running on all. These need to be paused and on basic of pause when drought starts, unpause when drought ends. Because otherwise this area will dry out. It may dry out anyway, but all of that, and we can do all of that, or as much as they can get. Cool. Obviously the bigger we can make this, the more water it will store. Kind of obvious, but with this extra route of getting water in, that does give us a lot more potential that we can store. So I think we'll then do some dams on the top here, and hopefully they can get to those as well. So that will mean that all the water that's coming in here will now, and it's going to have to fill another level, but it will eventually then flood into here. I mean, yeah. There are other things we could do to speed that up, but I don't think we need to. How's this district looking? Let's detonate all of that. And then we'll see if this will indeed fit. Yeah, it does. So I'm going to have to put in... Oh, I did a dumb... And how deep is this? How? One, it's like 3 deep, I think. So that we're going to do similar to what I've done over in the water, and put a ladder in and then detonate it down in one go. We'll take that out afterwards, but let's keep going. So I think it's quicker doing it this way than doing it this way. Both work. There is a mod you can get which can automate this placement, but I have not added it. Not sure why. The other thing that I want to do is unplant some of this. We're going to build another Lido in there. That's done. So hopefully, if I need to change that, let's put a in. Come back to that. Just leave them to do that. I'm actually going to make this low priority so that it doesn't take priority over any other jobs. Because it's kind of just a long-term thing. So that's in. That's in. That should work now. We're not going to open that up because we could while there's a drought. Yes. And then put a floodgate in there. Do that. You see, these guys have huge amounts still to do. Let's make that high priority. How many spare bots have we got over here? We have 8. So let's change the minimum to be 74. And then 10 now, so let's do that. Now we have still 10 unemployed beavers. Okay. Anyway, and if we do one more here, we can then put ladders in here, and we'll just be blasting this out then until it's all the way down, and then we can just put power across. It's going to give us some resiliency to power supply in the long run. Another job that I want to do, again, because these can dry out, these trees, so we are going to cut a channel in here to try and get some more water back there. Have the farms now, so what food do we want to plant We are low on pretty much everything. So I'm going to plant a bit of everything in blocks. And we'll fill in the missing bits as we go. So don't worry that it's a bit messy at the moment. It will work itself out. So just to get food production up a bit. Because we do have a lot larger population now. Oh, come on, actually place. There we go. How are we looking over here? Right, that's all built. So water should now come along here, through here. And what we're going to do is put a stream gauge here. And we're going to link these gates to this stream gauge, because otherwise we can have a problem of this area flooding. And actually, I remembered what the problem was. And we are going to proactively fix it. That's the joy of having tested stuff. Yeah. And then there, hopefully that works. I still don't know which way around to put ladders, but we'll see if that works. And one of the problems I had is that the water was getting through that gap and flooding lots of stuff. So 11 days worth of drought to go. Cool. I did put enough in so we can get all of this down to that level. Water's up at 3k, which is pretty nice. Then that. And put those in. Still got water in here. What I'm going to do is basic set height when drought ends to 5. And drought starts, say, to 0, and then drop that down to 0. That will let the water be used, assuming the straws are long enough. Over here, let's delete that last bit of path. Just the path, please. There we go. Is matey cutting down tree while he would if there was space for him to put them, I guess. Right. I'm going to speed up time. Our stream gauge is in, so these are going to be synchronized, advanced. This. Just stream gauge. Low water level. The water gets to say 0.6, we go to 0. When the water gets to 0.8, we go way up. We'll see how that works. Actually, we should do 0.5 so that it prioritizes water going that way. And then these should be set to 0 to let water through. That attached to, yeah, delete that. And manually set those to 0. We are going to delete that. And because our log storage is perpetually full, we are going to build some more up here. So do that. We are going to delete that one. Keeping demolish all of that. And we're going to put a step ladder up to there. There we go. Let's delete this and detonate that. And then we are going to delete that and there. Then we can put some sort of path back in, and then we can worry about the rest of it. Right. Same. Oh, we missed one. Darn it. Same process. So path. And lots of dynamite. The idea being that we can make this reservoir a bit bigger, and as these trees get cut down eventually, we can add it again. I'm going to go down 3 here. $51 spare beavers still. No homeless ones. We should probably pause. We have lots of breeding pods paused, so it's not that. This is cassava. Yeah, so soybeans there. That is canola. There, and that must be corn. There. Did I not put eggplant in? But just slowly expanding the farming capacity as well. These guys are. The dog bell went. Right, let's get back to doing things. We've got 8 days. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter if we let water out of there. Should we detonate those as well, just for tidiness? I think we should. I think this guy is just struggling with lack of water storage. Yeah, what I did before is I actually stepped this down a level. But it's easier to build up. And we'll probably put a district gate here, I think. And then, yeah, just have this whole area producing food. Is the plan. And then we can support more beavers. And I don't know if I ever said. So I did say about 20 episodes. I want to do some more of these projects. So we're going to go longer. I'm not sure how much longer, but longer. I think that's 2. So we will go down one more. We'll detonate that. If I put a farmhouse in here somewhere, we can put it almost anywhere. We need to go about there. And I'm going to put 2 in. Like that. And path across. There we go. And then hopefully with an irrigation trench, we'll be able to farm all of this area. I could try and cut in here and get some water to these trees. But we're going to have water coming along here and down, so that might be better. I'll actually cut it in earlier and come across here. Right. Oh, well, they've built all of that. And I've built most of it, so let's plant a bit more. There, there, there. There. It's a good job they can build down infinitely. Because otherwise they would really struggle with this. That then gets us across to there. This is to transfer the power. I'm actually going to build a bridge across to get to this bit when we're doing it properly. From here. So go steel bridges. That's the plan. And we're here. Here. There. And along what she said. And too high. So we need to blast out a whole load of that. Right. They're just progressing with building that. Why haven't they built this? You apparently have 270 treated planks. So we forgot about building the food packing plant. Where are all our treated planks over here? 200 of them are over here. So we probably want to be importing them. Treated planks as needed. Are we just low on storage for? No, we have storage for them. We just don't have any. Not sure where they're all going, but unless we're exporting them, which we probably shouldn't be, we are not. So, okay. That's all of that area blown out. Right, let's start working on this. And this. Delete. Yes. And landscaping. Yeah, so get them to prep that. We do a... We can be a little bit sneaky here, I think, and be... I don't know, blow... We'll do the same. Let's do it all the way over here. Let's do it all the way over here. Can go. You need to go. Need for those to be harvested. That out. No, dynamite just pass. Let's go over here. Run that pass. Actually, I should have built those the other way, shouldn't I? Oh. Okay. Do that. And that. And then we'll do... that. Don't need that one. And then we can come here. And along here. There we go. Looks. Cool. These go in route. That should be all set up now, I believe. If I click over here. Yep, that's all linked up still. Awesome. There, we can do the same thing. We're going to build a staircase down and then detonate that whole area out. Guessing it. So if I now go power, I will one more layer and that will bury that under the ground and we can connect in nice and easy. We could go a couple more. And that's a ridiculous amount of power storage. I don't think they can get to those, so let's put that there. And then we are looking at steel bridge. There. So we're looking at a 3. There we go. There we go. I should get some water in there and do a little bit to hydrate those. Kind of like we've done here, basically. And what we could do is do something similar and go levy dam. Those places, yeah, they did. No, these, yep, they're building those. Those are being used, which is what they're for. Cool, they've got their planks now and they're doing that. As they come further along, this is so, you know, kind of not sensible, but we can detonate those now. I know. There. That one. I can do every couple. Save ourselves a bit of dynamite work. Well, let's just fill all of this in, shall we? When I did it before, I didn't go all the way along, but I'm going to this time. Seeing as we're actually doing this properly now. So properly, yeah, properly, because I did just cheat it before. This is going to be ridiculous once it's finished. It's so much terraforming. But, you know, you need level farmland, and with all the dynamiting I've done, I think at this point it's easier to go up for some things. So let's do that. Now we've got plenty of bots. If we need to, we could build more terraforming stations. What we do need to do is make sure that they can get to all of this to build it. So it does all need to be going up to the right level. I guess it's kind of good that a digging machine can just dig infinitely rather than having a limit. There you go. That's going to be pretty ridiculous. What we can do, and I don't want to go any further that way, is I'm going to pre-cut the drainage trench about here. No, I don't want to do that. You want it one deep. There you go. And then it'll cascade into here. Right. That's how long? Yeah, we're okay. Just lots of blowing stuff up today. Can we plant more crops? We can. Put crops in, then they can't expand because the trees will keep putting down seedlings. So yeah, we've got a lot of water out there. Oh, go back over here. One more. Yeah, I think we'll go one more, and then we'll put a gate in there. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And for now, I'm going to seal this up once the gate's in. But it will allow us to let some water through this way, and it will be useful. Could put water wheels in here, but I'm not going to. Everything's looking okay. 5 days of drought to go. Do I go one more level down? No, 150,000 power storage is enough. We'll do that. We are going to do that, and we're going to high prioritize that. And then to put that and those. Come on. 15 unused bots. Yeah, so we have. So how are we doing for... We're short of bot limbs. I am tempted. We don't need all of these medical beds now. I'm not short of limbs in the factories, but I'm really tempted to build another bot part factory here and make that limbs. We're going to need 64. We're going to need 65 as the minimum. Got 65 as the minimum. And we can migrate another 15 out of here. That. How we do population over here? We've got 11, 45. Wow. I still didn't build that food packing factory. There we go. The other thing that I think we want to do is up the number of fermenters. Hydroponic garden, sorry. We're going to take care of that. We can put a ladder on the end. Pass. 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 And we will do mushrooms and mushrooms and algae and algae. Right. We need another coffee processing plant, really. I might have to wait until we have created our new industrial zone. Sounds like the Crystal Maze, doesn't it? Yeah, I was a fan of the Crystal Maze. Good show. I guess it can't get to those until we do something else. So now that can't reach, we can start detonating that down. Really curious to see how this is all going to work when the drought is over. So I think we could do with more trees being planted. We're going to plant some oak trees down here. We get to pretty much all of the hydrated area. Can our, yep, our lumberjack can get there too. So let's mark all of those to be cut as well. Are we full of pine already? So we are. So we probably need a storage for that. Go there. Storage. And do you as no. Oh, interesting. There we go. We're still full on scrap metal. We are. Storage. I guess I could pause the mine for a bit, but, you know, why would I want to do that? Oh, you Egypt. Oh, we'll get it when we get this level down. We can delete those. Okay. Delete that. That. Right. That's in now, so that should hold water. That we can come down with some stairs. Path. Cool. Wow, I've almost built all of that structure. Pretty nuts. We should probably build, actually, make these guys more efficient. One of them. And path. There. Spurs in. Way. How's he doing? Ooh. Or she. Could be a she beaver. Right. So they should be cut down soon, hopefully. That needs to be detonated. That needs to go in there. Path, and then we can start cutting out the irrigation channel. I think it's probably going to go to about there. We'll see if that works. And then food wise, initially I'm going to do something similar. But in that we're going to do blocks of crop. Is there a chance that that's going to flood? No. So that is not necessary. That's all protected. No. So we could actually put some more temples along there. One job at a time. One job at a time. Well, many jobs at a time. But you know what I mean. Another thing we can do is put staircases there. The ladder there. And we can join that up. So they are now picking all of the mangrove roots, which is cool. Our food packing plant is going to make meal replacement, and that takes one of every type of food, two of every type of food, plus some paper, and makes 16 meal replacement things. And we are going to put them in the storage just under the accommodation so that they can get to it really easily. I know. That's it. Very sensible, isn't it? And we'll just see how that goes. I think it is we expand the farming capabilities. How are we looking there? So we need to go one level and get to it. So pass again. Just go in a straight line. It'll be easier. There we go. Kind of tempted then to do pass. Why do I keep saying the word path? Do you know I'm making a path? That is. There we go. And there, that's right. And that in as well. How many spare bots do we have? 11. 34 spare beavers. Now we're doing dirt. We are using it as quickly as we can produce it. Should we put in another dirt excavator? Maybe somewhere in here. If I fill in that, the access to power we can get from there. Where do I place that? They have to be on ground. There we go. Remember to put a ladder or staircase up into the door. Power goes inside. Delete that. Power. Way. And we don't really need that path anymore anyway. We can delete all of that. Make that high priority. Can't believe we've used all of the dirt. That's pretty nuts. Considering we were sat with an excess for so long. Go. Unpause that so that gets power and keeps that going. Actually having dirt should speed up the massive terraforming job. Ooh. Then 3 high floodgate. There we go. And that's going to be at 3 for now. Prioritize that, otherwise all the water's going to run out. Like that. Oh yeah, another job that I didn't do was connecting this power station up to these. Again, kind of dumb. So if I go into well-being, which we haven't looked in yet today, we need a lot more campfires, a lot more rooftop terraces, beavers and more shrines and temples. So the reason that I put the ladder there was so that I could put in more campfires, and then down here we can hopefully put in more temples. There we go. So 2 more temples, lots more campfires, and then right, that army of beavers. Not like that, because this is all actually, although it's just going red, it's relatively close still to the accommodation, thanks to this shortcut. And what I didn't do is allow for getting to that one. So I'm going to do that. As we get close to the drought ending. And back over here, and this is up and running. Awesome. Not sure why you're not actually running. You've got power. I was just waiting for the beavers to arrive. Cool. That should hopefully speed up the building process. In why can't they get to Arcus? Okay, I did a dumb. And that one probably, so we can put a path there. There we go. 1 day left. We are actually really good for water, which is cool. And then we can put that water pump back in. Must be so frustrating watching me do some of these one at a time. We got our flywheel in yet? We have, and it is gaining power. Right, that's really cool. Scrap metal storage is almost full again, so should consider building another smelter. Actually, what we can do is delete that and that. We don't have terraforming, but we do have that ability, and we can then do another smelter there. Because I was sensible, we put a 4-way there. And more trees are growing. I think we should unplant these and put some stairs down here and plant this as well. All the way down it is, so then we go flat. There we go. And then we can just start doing the same thing again. Water pump back and make you a bot. and then we'll go check on some of our other projects. Right. So that's all built. So what we need to do now is start clearing the trees off of here. I'll stick a couple of lumberjack flags in and mark these oak trees for cutting. We'll make them bots so that they don't have so much of an issue with food and sleep and stuff. Speaking of food, how is our new packing plant doing? Okay, it's missing. Not taking power in through there. Yep, it was. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure why that wasn't working. I guess because it was night time. That would make sense. Come on, someone can build that. You into bots. We could make that bots as well. We do have enough science, so come on. Okay, so that's running now. Awesome. We don't have any, which is kind of weird. And the drought is over, so we'll just see how our redirected water goes. And there we go. We're getting those. It's being built. These have adjusted themselves. This is in and up. These guys now have not enough dirt, so they are working as fast as they can go, but okay, we can take those out now. Water is starting to come back. They are starting to clear trees out of here. Let me get those as well. We may as well. And we can unmark all of that, because there's no point in being marked for cutting anymore. Go. But it will take a little while for the water to start to do everything, but make that, make that, and detonate that. Do one more. There we go. So it looks like we need to go a bit further. Go that way a bit. Why can't we get to that? Okay, let's just eat that, eat that, eat that. Dynamite that. And then should have taken 3. Oh. All of that needs to be set and still needs to be set for cutting, and then we can start to put in, although they won't be able to get to them. let me select the dynamite. Thank you. And then I'm going to put in a 3 high floodgate there. And we're going to do 3 when the drought ends and 0 when the drought starts. Get that done. That should be okay. Detonate. Stairs, and then we need to go check that new addition that we made over here. So how's this doing? It is now flooding. It is sending water this way. We just need it to come above this level. It will send water through here, then through here. At least that's the plan. I don't know why I thought I needed to get to that today. Proper brain fart moment. As long as it's placed, it doesn't matter. So I can be doing this. No, not you, not you, you. Okay. Detonate. 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 So the water's flowing through there now, which is cool. That's powered. Those are all recharging. Awesome. They're clearing those trees out, which is also awesome. Our new smelter is running, which is equally awesome. I think that we need metal block storage. Let's do that. We are now in a much better place for bot parts. Good. I have 6 spare bots, so let's send those across. 3, 4, 5, 6. Means our minimum needs to be 66 over there now. Cool, that's working. Yeah, that's not so good. It's only a little bit of flooding. Let's watch how this works. I think actually, well, that might be okay. That might be okay. And that's in. That should be at 0. Yeah, we've got water flowing through here now, which is fine. Got a little tiny bit of flooding there, but I'm not too worried about that. Awesome. The downside is, no, we don't want that. We actually want to override this. Put that up because we want to be sending water this way now into here. But that works. So what have we achieved? Power works. You can see that's flowing really nicely. We have the beginnings of our new farm terraformed in. Here we go. And that is progressing much better now that we have dirt. We have started to set the foundations for our new industrial area, which is going to be over here. This is going to be another massive terraforming project because I want to bring it up to this level. We'll detonate these down. We have our new massive flywheel. which we are not storing power in, so we need more power generation. Job for next time. We could maybe try and do something with some water. Let's detonate that and put in the missing one. And those so I don't forget. I'm really pleased with how this is working. I thought that was going to be an immense project to get to work, but it is not, which is cool because that means water can come back this way, hopefully. We'll see. Maybe not. Is that overflowing now? It's not. I'm going to pause the game actually. So yeah, I think water supply is stable now. And, we are on to the next phase. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, click the like button. Comments, questions, or suggestions below. I will see you next time.